Thank you very much for tuning in to Straight Outta Weston, Weston-super-Mare's #1 podcast. Massive thank you to these companies here. Without their help, I wouldn't be sat in this amazing studio, chilling, getting these podcasts smashed out. And with these businesses' help, I've been able to keep this studio going. We're upgrading equipment all the time, so massive thank you. Go and check them out as well. Local businesses, get them supported. And speaking of sponsors and businesses that help, I'm here by the man, the legend, Steve Spuddies.
Hey, Spuddy buddies!
Yes! If you don't know Steve from Spuddies, where have you been? It's the leading jacket potato place in Weston. Behind, what do we say, behind Asda or?
Yeah, so you got the McDonald's roundabout, and then behind the McDonald's roundabout, you got Waitrose and Asda. Yeah. And behind Waitrose and Asda is the little industrial estate where the post office is and all that sort of stuff. So if you're coming from Waitrose, just go around the corner and you'll see. You can see us from the dual carriageway.
I always say that. I always go head towards Asda at the roundabout, keep going, and you can't see it because it's that lovely turquoisey colour.
Yeah.
So anyway,
that sort of turquoisey colour.
In fact, I can show you exactly what turquoisey colour. This turquoisey colour, I love it. I love that colour. But yeah, so I've been looking forward to getting you in. Not only are you a massive help to me on the podcast, you're a great business in Weston. I always say it's businesses like you and these local gems that puts the super in Weston-super-Mare. Like it.
Ba-boom.
Ba-dum-bum. And yeah, and like I say, you've helped me out loads, and I'm always loving coming to your place. There's always a bit of a vibe, and it's great to see, because you've not been going that long, but
no, I haven't.
You've got a real loyal customer base.
Yeah, we get a lot of people coming back. Some people come back 2 or 3, 4 times a week.
Really?
Yeah,
that's how good it is.
Yeah, we're really grateful that, because if people are coming back that often, we must be doing something right.
Definitely. It's the amazing toppings you do.
Yeah.
Speaking of toppings, so when I first met you a few years ago, you had an ice cream van.
I did, yeah. Yeah, I moved to Weston-super-Mare. It was a little while just after COVID. I'd been a hypnotherapist for 25 years. And COVID
Are you going to do any?
Yeah. I'd been a hypnotherapist 25 years and loved it. That was me. You know, if you broke me open like a stick of rock, it would say hypnotherapist on the inside. And COVID came along and just wiped everything out because, I used to see people face to face, sitting, opposite them in a chair. And then all of a sudden, COVID happened and lockdown came in and no one was allowed to see it. And of course, I was just like, what am I going to do now? So I remember years before, an uncle of mine is in the catering trade, and he's an ex-chef, owns food shops now. And he said, get yourself an ice cream van. And just been in the back of my head for years. So I thought, why not?
Go for it.
That was it.
I've heard some urban myths that there's certain rules when it comes to ice cream vans, like you're only allowed in certain areas. Thing like etiquette, you're not allowed to do certain areas.
Etiquette is the right word for it.
Yeah.
Because technically, any ice cream person, as long as they are, licensed, go anywhere.
Yeah.
Within reason. But like in Weston-super-Mare, there are bylaws and things that you have to take into consideration where you're not allowed down near the seafront.
Are you not?
No, you're not allowed within 300 metres of the seafront. So you can go anywhere else. However, there are unwritten rules that if you are an ice cream person and you do a certain area, other ice cream people then don't encroach on your little patch.
Yeah.
Or if they do, it's, you work it out and you say, all right, okay, well, I'll go there at this time and you go there at that time. So, some people, like there's one of my friends who's an ice cream man, he only does certain areas on certain days. Whereas other people, like myself, I used to go to certain places, the same places, every single day.
Yeah.
So it's it usually work things out. However, there are some people who would just sort of think they could just do what they want and go anywhere, and then wondered why it would sort of rub people's back up.
Yeah. So it's a bit like a turf wars, ice cream van wars kind of.
It can be.
Yeah.
But luckily it didn't tend to get as bad as it could have done.
Yeah.
In the olden days, like in the 70s and the 80s, it was bad. But
right.
it's well, if you can have a chat with somebody and say, look, come on, I do this area.
Yeah.
And that's the nicest way to do it.
Yeah.
But some people don't. They didn't want to play that way.
Did you ever have any vans coming on your patch?
Yeah.
Did you scare them off?
You don't
like squirting with like raspberries. Here's raspberry sauce in your eye. Get a lot of that. So anyway, from ice creams to jacket spuds, where did
I drove around Weston-super-Mare a lot, trying to think of something that I could have for lunch that was quite healthy, and I would be in a bit of a difficult situation because I had a great big ice cream van.
Yeah.
So, where can you park it? Every time you tried to park anywhere, it wasn't quite enough room because mine was a longer van than a lot of them.
Or you'd have a queue of people going, can I have a 99?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just I really fancy a jacket spud. But every time I wanted to think about having a jacket spud, it was, I have to go to a calf, or I have to go here, or I have to go there, or whatever. So I thought, I think it was about February last year, just over a year ago, I was watching TikTok and things like that, and I saw this chap called Spudman. I thought, Spudman, look at that. I remember 30, 40 years ago, where I used to live up near London, where there was a guy that sold jacket potatoes, and he was really popular. It just sold. He had a mobile oven that he towed behind his car. Excuse me. And he sold all these lovely toppings, and he put them on the jacket potatoes, and it was really popular. And I thought, I'd love to have a jacket potato like that. But nobody around here did it like that. It was all go to a calf and you have this, and it's all a bit fancy, and it was expensive. Some 8, 9, 10 quid for a jacket potato. And I thought, wouldn't it be good if we could do something like Spudman around here? So I was thinking about it for about 3 months, and I just kept watching Spudman all the time. And then started watching the others, and I thought, what is it they're doing specifically? How are they doing it? One of the things that makes them successful isn't just the food they're providing, but it's the vibe, but also their online presence. And I thought, I'm no good in front of a camera. As an ex-photographer, I'm always the one behind the camera.
Yeah.
Being in front of the camera was a little bit, I was a bit uneasy with that, I suppose. But seeing how they were just naturally just chatting away and doing, I thought, it's just brilliant. So I learned a lot. Then spoke to my other half, and we decided, that's it. Let's do it. So we got the pitch that we've got now. It used to be a burger van. So we thought, we'll just clean it up, put a couple of Bain Maries in there, get the oven in. And then after we bought it, we suddenly realised it needed a lot more work. So that's what I thought. Let's just sell the ice cream van, put all the money into doing this, but do it properly.
Right.
So we're not going to just have a cheap this or a cheap that. No, we're going to do it properly. If you do it well in the first place, you're more likely to succeed. And we've been very grateful that we've had a lot of people come back. Got a lot of good feedback. We've had some feedback where we've learnt from stuff. I'm always looking to learn and improve. But lots of people say, why don't you do Saturdays? And well, it's an industrial estate, and it's like a tumbleweed town around there on the weekends.
But it's also your job, and you've got to have time off.
Well, that's the thing, is we love the fact that we've now got evenings and weekends to ourselves. Whereas when I was in the ice cream van, that was it.
7 days, and
we hardly ever saw each other. Yeah. So quality of life was everything. Yeah.
I've got to say, like, when I first came to yours to have a nosy, because I'm quite nosy, it is really, I'm not just saying this, but it is the mutt's nose. Like, you pull up and you've got all your really nice signage, and you've got like that front, so even when it's windy and that, you're quite shaded. And I've done a couple of videos down there, which is a pain because Spuddies is very popular when you're trying to film somewhere where I'm going trying a bring your own bag or something. I literally have to stop every 2 seconds because I mean, it's great for you and it's great to see a business thriving like that, but it's so frustrating. You're like, right, sit here, stop. And you hear all these people getting the potatoes,
Yeah.
but no, it's good, and yeah, and
I mean, we're just so grateful, that we found something that works. And the reason that we did the potatoes is because we actually did look to see, is there anything else in the area that does exactly that? And there wasn't. So I thought, right, well, if you have the ice cream van, there's a lot of ice cream people.
Yeah.
Have you got a burger van? There's a lot of burger vans. Nobody was doing spuds, so that was it.
yeah, it's a great idea. Right?
Yeah.
So anyway, we've spoke about spuds. You obviously like potatoes. Potatoes. Always crack for you. What is your ultimate topping on a potato?
Well, you see, I'm not a fan of chili normally. I don't like spicy food. However, our chili is just to die for. So I have to say, I probably have a chili spud at least 2 or 3 times a week.
Really?
And my second favourite one is cheese, beans, and corned beef with HP
Cheese,
sauce.
beans, and corned beef.
It's a bit like a corned
beef hash.
Yeah. Really nice. We did try rice pudding on it once, but that
Yeah.
didn't work.
No thanks. I'd probably give that a go, but I don't do beans. I don't do like beans at all.
Well, barbecue chicken's on at the moment.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Will it be on tomorrow?
Yeah. I've got barbecue chicken on
Have you?
tomorrow.
I think I'm trying to go through the menu because my favourite is the chicken tikka.
It is great, isn't it? Yeah.
With all the bits on, the bacon bits, the onion, mint yogurt. Oh, it's lovely. My mouth's dribbling already. Anyway, we spoke about Spuddies, so why don't we pop down, go and check it out, and we'll go see some of these
Superb.
amazing... Yeah?
Excellent.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Let's do it then. Right, keep watching, and like I said, massive thank you as well to you guys for watching. I really appreciate the feedback we get. We're getting awesome traction at the minute, and we're getting awesome comments, so I really appreciate it. But I'm off to Spuddies, going having a potato, so keep watching, and I'll show you some of the amazing stuff down at Spuddies. Bye. And if by magic we are down at Spuddies, I can smell that there is spuds going on, so let's give them a knock and then we'll get to try one of their tasty spuds. So let's do it. Let's give them a knock and wake them up, eh? Spuddy! Are you in? Spuddy buddy! How you doing? Let's get in here. So if you've not been to Spuddies and you live in Weston, get yourself down here, jacket potato, loads of different toppings. I'm going to show you the menu, what's behind me, then we're going to see these guys in action, then I'm going to try potato. It smells so good.
Hot potato!
Great, so we've got the menu. As you can see, there's some fantastic toppings to choose from. There's a new one, barbecue chicken. I've not tried that, so I think I'm going to try that later when it's all ready. I'm here early because otherwise there's people coming in and out all the time because this place is busy. And it's really hard to record. So anyway, so how are we this morning?
We are very good. We're very good. We're glad to see you. What are you going to be having on your spud today?
Well, it's got to be the barbecue chicken with cheese, salt and pepper, onion bits, bacon bits, the whole shebang.
Bang on.
I love
Excellent. Fantastic.
Getting the potato now.
Salt, pepper, butter?
Yes, please.
Normal butter or garlic butter?
Oh, do you know? I'll have a bit of garlic butter, please. Look at that. Choices of butter as well. Nice. Yes, please. I just say yeah to it all. It's all great stuff. Oh. Yes.
Crispy onions and bacon bits?
Yes, please. Both. Crispy onions and bacon bits. And the secret is not to eat it straight away. Let it sit for a few minutes.
5 minutes.
And you even get a fork and knife. Wooden ones as well, so they're good for the environment. Right, I'm going to take this over here. Not only do Spuddies sell amazing spuds, they are a stockist of Cheesecake Wonderland, which I think is the best cheesecake in Weston-super-Mare. But yeah, so if you want a spud and a cheesecake, get down here, Cheesecake Wonderland. It's funny who you bump into down at Spuddies as well, because Mr. Ginger's here.
Hello.
What are you going for, Mr. Ginge?
I need 2 of the barbecue chicken.
2 barbecue chickens?
Yeah.
Oh, we've nearly sold out already.
And it's not even 11 o'clock, your official opening time. I just want to show you this as well. So if you do come for a spud, there is like eating areas here and at the other side. So if you don't want to take it home and you want to just chill and have your potato here, you're more than welcome to do that. So let's sit for 5 minutes, and apparently this is the best way. So I'm going to tuck in and see what the cheese pull's like. Good job to give me one of these. It's so weighty. Let's see if we can get a cheese pull. And that's why you leave it for 5 minutes, so you get that cheese all melted. Oh. Stop talking, let's get into it. Potato is beautifully cooked. That garlic butter really helps, doesn't it? It just comes through that. Oh, it's so nice, that. And then the barbecue chicken is amazing. I think this is my new favourite. So the chicken tikka used to be my favourite, but the barbecue chicken's definitely my favourite now. So I'm going to get back to this, and I'll be back with these guys. Is this your first time at Spuddies?
Second time. I always go for the bolognese, cheese and beans.
That cheese and beans now is very popular, isn't it?
With bacon bits. Don't forget the bacon bits.
You've always got to have the bacon bits. Here's proof of the proof in the pudding, should I say? He's eating his profits. Mr. Spuddies, what have you got on yours?
Quality control for our chili.
Ooh. I just want to say a massive thank you for coming on, having a chat, also for your support. You guys are amazing. Mrs. Spuddies here as well. I'm going to come back in a second because I've got a present for you. I've got a present just to say thank you, so I will be back. So I've got Mrs. Spuddies, a Straight Outta Weston tote bag, limited edition these, and for Mr. Spuddy, Straight Outta Weston mug. So yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you, honestly.
Thank you so much.
Really.
That is going to be used every day. I am going to have my latte coffee every day from this mug.
But thank you, honestly, businesses like Spuddies, all the sponsors, I really appreciate. It just means we've got an amazing studio, and like I say, we're upgrading equipment all the time, and it just means a lot. I never thought, when I had this thought of setting up a podcast all about Weston, showcasing like businesses, people, I never thought it'd get to this stage where we've got a proper studio, the proper equipment, and it's just been fantastic, and I love it. I'm really enjoying doing it, and I just love showcasing the amazing things we have in Weston, because Weston isn't the worst seaside town. It's got super in its name for a reason, and yeah, so I just want to showcase that. But honestly, thanks guys, and if you've not been to Spuddies, get yourself down here, get yourself one of them barbecue chickens, because they're amazing, and support a local company in Weston, and it's here. So a few people always ask, but down there is Asda. Come up, instead of turning left at the little roundabout, straight up, and you're here. You can't miss it. The turquoisey colour, white, you can't miss it. So get yourself down, and then a massive thank you to the sponsors, and yeah, just massive thank you to everyone who watches, likes, comments. Honestly, it's such fantastic vibes at the minute. I'm absolutely loving it. So I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.
Straight Outta Weston, shout to the town. Weston-super-Mare, where we hold you down. High energy vibes, we wearing the crown. Podcast kings, no need to frown. Weston-super-Mare, dropping gems, no frontin'. Speaking on the real, keep it thumping. 15 seconds, got the beat pumping. Hit play, now we always up to something. Straight Outta Weston, shout to the town. Weston-super-Mare.